What's going on, ladies and gents? Welcome back to another video. It's your boy JNR aka Chris World. Today we are rebuilding the Atlanta Falcons, and they're obviously a team that is very much, I'd say, down bad. They traded away Julio. They only have Matt Ryan. Their quarterbacks are just Josh Rosen and Felipe Franks. Running backs are just whatever. Their only highlight of their offense is just Calvin Ridley. They got Kyle Pitts too. I totally forgot about Kyle Pitts. They got Kyle Pitts and Hayden Hurst. And they got Russell Gage too. Defense is pretty mediocre, I'd say. Nothing too crazy here, but that's not gonna stop us from how we're gonna perform. So I'm still a fan of what's his name, Matt Ryan. So I kind of want to see I want to see what picks we have. So we have a lot of 2s, 3s, 4s. Okay, so we have a couple picks here. What I feel like we could definitely do is trade for a D lineman. Trade for like a tackle. I feel like that'd be pretty solid. A young tackle who's gonna be the future of this team. You know, someone that's young. That's for sure. Let's emphasize the young part. Like Vita Vea, I doubt we'd be able to get him because he'd be way too much. But we would be able to get Vita Vea if we like tried. But I feel like it would be a lot to try to get him at this stage. But we got Derek Nottie, you know, 81 overall. I feel like he would go for like a 4th straight up for Derek Nottie. They say it needs a bit more value. A 3rd straight up for Derek Nottie. That helps out our D-line tremendously. And I want to use maybe another pick on like offensive linemen, because over time we're going to need that. But I'm gonna see how they do with this first season. I'm gonna let the team stay like this because I'm interested, because I really want to rebuild through free agency and stuff like that. So let's have, this is gonna be our down year that I'm okay with. So we ended up going 7-10, worse in our division. Of course, it's kind of what we expected. Derek Nottie was the only person we had traded for prior to the season starting. So finished with a 77 defense, 75 offense. See if any of our guys were here when it came to stats. Looks like no one was there statistically. Our offense was 22nd. Matt Ryan was 6th in passing yards, and he was 12th in passing TDs with 33. Our defense was the worst, so 33 touchdowns, 11 picks for Matt Ryan. Running backs were just whatever. Calvin Ridley, 1,400 yards, 8 TDs. Hayden Hurst, 7 TDs, 885 yards. Kyle Pitts, 790 yards, 6 TDs. Not too bad for our tight end duo. Defense, we had a lot of interceptions for AJ Terrell. Deion Jones had 1 sack. Dante Fowler had 9.5 sacks, and Grady Jarrett had 8. So not too bad for the sacks total, but our defense was pretty porous, and so we know what that means. We gotta definitely, I'm gonna fire our defensive coordinator. They run what do we run? A 4-3 cover 3. So we're gonna fire Jim Nichols. Fired him, and we're gonna sign Ed Riddick. Sign Ed Riddick, and defense was the worst, so we're gonna put all of our points into the defense. Dante Fowler actually performed really well, so I'm actually very much surprised by that, because I thought he'd be trash because he was a 74 overall. So, but putting these points in is pretty good for these guys. Boosting the injury ratings. I feel like our corners definitely need that love for sure. We will probably move on from Matt Ryan eventually, because I think it's time to get a game changer at the quarterback position. And I'm just not a fan of him, only because like he's lost out on his guys, and I just feel like, you know, it's not looking too bleak for him. So we're gonna have Vince to we don't even have cap room either. We have about 10 million, so that's something to think about. Matt Ryan would be someone we release. Our left guard is trash. I just forgot about that. Kyle Pitts is a superstar elite, so that's an obvious one. Derek Nottie became an 86. Okay, linebackers need some work. AJ Terrell became corner number 1. We need a better corner for that situation, but I'm gonna show you guys what the cap is looking like. So Grady Jarrett is being kept. All these guys are being kept. Matt Ryan, oh, we'd have a penalty of 42 million getting rid of him. And then we'd have a penalty with Jake Matthews. Oh, man. So money is not looking good for us either. Even though Dante Fowler had a good season, he had 9.5 sacks. We're gonna end up releasing him for cap, get about like 12 million back for getting rid of him. And then we got Tyler Davidson, who's just taking cap as well, but we're just gonna let him sit there. And there's no one else really taking that much cap, so Dante Fowler is the only person we moved on from. So advance to next week. I'm gonna see who made the Pro Bowl. I feel like Dante Fowler probably didn't make the Pro Bowl. We got a breakout player as well, but so NFC, Aaron Rodgers, Aaron Jones, Calvin Ridley made it. He was wide receiver 1. That's pretty cool. Tight ends, no one. Offensive line, none of our guys. AJ Terrell made it. That's cornerback number 2. That's really nice. So we got AJ Terrell that made it. That's pretty good to see. So he's gonna be a guy we focus on. The Super Bowl this year is Chiefs Saints. So with that being said, the winner of that is probably the Chiefs. They ended up winning 35-24. Mahomes won Super Bowl MVP and regular season MVP. Trevor Lawrence won Offensive Rookie of the Year. Khalil Mack won Defensive Player of the Year, and Zaven Collins won Defensive Rookie of the Year. And Russell Gage is back from injury. So now we have about 40 million. We're here to re-sign some players. We got Derek Nottie, our D tackle that we traded for. Yeah, I think it makes sense that we get him back. Might as well. We get him back. We got Young Hoo Koo. That's our kicker. Give him a nice little deal. He's pretty solid. Give him 11 mil. We got Hayden Hurst, who played really well for us. So to being like our backup tight end, I'm gonna let Hayden Hurst go into free agency. I feel like he'll get more love out there. And then now we have Foyesade Alakoun. Give him a deal. We get him back. Deron Harmon, Fabian Moro. See if we could re-sign him. He wants a 1-year deal. He thinks free agency will be better. We'll let you go. We got Russell Gage Jr. Give him 17 mil, so we get him back. We got Isaiah Oliver, a pretty solid corner, I'd say. We get him back too. Tajay Sharp. Rest of these guys here, we're just gonna let them go. We got Josh Rosen though. Josh Rosen, that's the long-term product right here. So we're gonna give him a 7-year deal. He signs with that. And then rest of these positions, a lot of trash positions. We're gonna just let them go as well too. And then advance to the first week of free agency. We have just about 4 million available. So I don't think we'll be able to make that many moves. So I'm gonna take a look at our rosters again to see if there's like anyone we could get rid of. I wish we could get rid of Jake Matthews, but we cannot because cap will kill us. Same thing with Grady Jarrett. We're gonna just keep him around. You know, he's gonna just have to help us out. But there's just about no one we can remove. We could get rid of Mike Davis for about 2 million. You know, we could always draft a running back. And then we got Matt Ryan. Our penalty is just insane for getting rid of him, so we're not going to try it. Tyler Davidson, his overall keeps going down, so we could save about 3 million with getting rid of him. And everything else we're just going to have to rebuild during the draft. So that's really what it comes down to. Because we got just all the cap from all of our players and everywhere else. So we have about 10 million. We need a right outside linebacker and a left guard. So let's see who's available. So right outside linebacker, they have some guys available here. We're gonna sign Ogbania Okonkwo just to have that depth. We're gonna probably try drafting someone to fit that scheme for us. Corners, they got some good corners that are available for sure. Then we're gonna go with safeties. We're gonna leave it with Richie Grant, and then strong safety definitely needs some help. They got Jabril Peppers, who's getting a lot of offers. We're gonna try to see if we get Jabril Peppers onto a deal. Give him a nice little deal if he signs with us. That'd be nice if we could get him. That'd be one of probably our only big signing. Matt Ryan regressed to 79, so that's gonna be a problem. But we're gonna have to keep him around for now. Running back is a position we're definitely drafting. Not forgetting about that. Tight end, we just got Kyle Pitts on the roster, so we're just gonna sign Adam Shaheen to be depth, if anything. So, oh yeah, we don't even have the cap room available. So if we get Jabril Peppers, that's basically our biggest move. So let's see if that goes through. So Julius Peppers or Jabril Peppers rejected us, so we have the money back now. I don't know why people don't like signing with us when we give them the most money. I always find that so weird, but probably have to end up drafting a strong safety. Corners. I want to draft a corner, but for now, I think we'll just try to like sign like Sidney Jones, keep him around. It's just one of those corners that can help us out with the squad. Middle linebackers is Dion and Foyesado Lacune. Left outside linebacker, we need a power rusher, and we're gonna probably have to draft that position as well too. D-line, I'm okay with the D-line. We only have one D tackle, so maybe sign Solomon Thomas to the deal. Maybe that could work. Helps us out long term. Oh, he's definitely not gonna sign. Left end, we just have John Kominski. So a lot of positions here are kind of like down right now. Left guard, we don't have anyone. They got Connor Williams though. I think it's best if we give him a good deal. 80 total points. We'll be third though. That sucks. But this team has a huge cap issue, so unless we trade like Matt Ryan, we're gonna take another penalty cap wise. So Connor Williams rejected us. We did get Sidney Jones though. That's pretty good. I'm gonna try for left guard one more time. See if we get anything. We got Kelechi Osmele. Sign him to veteran deal, put us below the cap. And alright, we're just gonna sign Javon Brown. He's sitting here. He'll just be here just in case we don't have anyone. But we had a 60 starting at the position last time, so I'm gonna that's just a better upgrade. Advance to the next week. Solomon Thomas rejected us as well. So basically we have to rebuild through the draft. We don't have cap, so that's just the best we could do. We have about $6 million available. So we have the 8th pick in the draft. I feel like I would go quarterback, but I don't know. I feel like we don't have a D tackle. I want a quarterback. Matt Baldwin is an early 2nd rounder. We could draft him because we have Josh Rosen long term, but we need a running back as well. We got a kid named Tony Kemp. I feel like running back would probably be our best bet because we don't have one. And we're going to go with Tony Kemp, 76 overall. He'll be our lead back. Hopefully he can change things up. He goes to Clemson, so. And then we'll go to our next pick. So now in the 2nd round here, oh, I forgot all about offensive linemen being like a position of need. So left guard's nothing. Center, they got a kid named TJ Feeney. Right guard, they got Kalen Hampton, who's an early 2nd rounder. Doesn't look bad at all. And at center, we also got TJ Feeney. So I think at right guard, we're going to go Kalen Hampton, 73 overall. We can move that around. Chris Lindstrom could go play left guard. Not too bad. Let's go to our next pick. Now I'm trying to see if we can focus on the defensive side of things. So we need D tackles. Oh, cool. So they got a kid named Tyler Lambert. He's a mid-first. We're going to draft him. Cool. He's going to back up Derek Nottie. That's perfect. That's perfect. So we go to our 4th pick now. Our 4th round pick. So with our 4th round pick here, with the players they have left for us, I want to see if there's like any steals, you know. Yeah, I did see a left guard. Left guard, we're in the 4th, so nothing there. Nothing crazy there. Left outside linebacker. Middle linebacker. Right outside. Corners, nothing. Safeties, just about nothing. So we're going to let the simulation handle the rest of that. And then we're going to see what we could do with our draft pieces. Now, if we leave the draft recap, after those positions we drafted, we end up getting another running back, right outside linebacker, middle linebacker, and a D tackle. So we still don't have we still need that tight end position. We need another person, and we're gonna advance to the first week. So we're facing Julio and the Titans, so that's a fun one. That's gonna be real fun. But we're gonna look at the free agents. I know we have about like 7-8 mil available. I guess we did some like reconstruction. So we signed some veterans to try to help us out here, and we have a veteran looking like team now. So I'm gonna show you guys the offense. Offense now consists of the rookie Hampton that we drafted. Offensive line isn't too bad now as we have players moved around. Tight ends, we just got Kyle Pitts and Tyler Croft. Receivers, we got Russell Gage and Calvin Ridley. Running back is that kid Kemp that we drafted, so hopefully he could do his thing. Matt Ryan, regressing, of course, is just going to be sitting there. We did pick up Jason Pierre-Paul to help us out at that position. D-line is looking pretty solid, though. We got Kaminsky, Derek Nottie, Lambert, and Grady Jarrett. So, and our secondary is not too bad. So, it could be a better season with the veterans, but let's see how they perform, and let's see if we can get to... So, we actually made the playoffs going 10-7, third in our division. So, that's actually very unexpected of us to make the playoffs. I was kind of expecting a down year in total, but we went 10-7. I guess changing, we got a breakout player too. Matt Ryan was actually third with passing yards. He had 5K passing yards. Russell Gage had 95 catches, 1,400 yards, 9 TDs, led the NFL. Wow, that's really amazing, actually. Russell Gage really took off. Our offense was 12th. Matt Ryan was 3rd in passing yards and 5th in passing TDs, so he had a career year. And our defense was 16th. 36 touchdowns, 12 picks for Matt Ryan. Tony Kemp, our rookie, had 12 rushing TDs, 600 yards rushing, nothing too crazy. We had 3 receivers with over 1,000 yards with Kyle Pitts, Calvin Ridley, and Russell Gage Jr., so that's pretty nice to see. Defense didn't do too bad. Grady Jarrett had 11 sacks. John Kaminsky had 9.5, so he took off. Jason Pierre-Paul had 6.5, not too bad. And then interceptions, Sidney Jones had 4, while Deion Jones had 2. So our team went 10-7. We won 10 games and lost 7. And we're facing the Buccaneers now, so this game could go either way. You know, I don't know what to expect. We ended up losing 36-30, but I'm actually not even mad at that. We made the playoffs. Tony Kemp broke his collarbone. Oh, that's fantastic. But we made the playoffs. We made the wild card with the Falcons with that roster. So maybe we're actually not too far away from being where we need to be. I mean, our contract got extended as well. I want to see the game, how that went. I want to see how that game went for sure against the Buccaneers. So Matt Ryan threw 3 touchdowns, had 1 pick, but he got sacked 3 times though. But he had a great pass rating. Tom Brady got picked off once, but he didn't get sacked. Rushing attack, nothing too crazy for the running game actually. Receivers, Russell Gage 8, but so did Mike Evans. So receivers were eating all over the board, and defense, pass protection is what killed us because Shaq Barrett had a sack and so did Devin White. But we both got picks, so it's not too bad. But it was a close game that we ended up losing, so very surprising how that came out for that season. You know, I was not expecting us to make the playoffs considering how the team was looking like. But I want to show you guys their overalls as we go into this upcoming next season. So Matt Hennessy is 75. Chris Lindstrom is an 82 now. Hampton, that kid we drafted, is now a 75 too. I guess we ended up signing Javon Brown. He finally joined us. Kyle Pitts is a 91 now. Receivers are looking pretty good. Defense, Jason Pierre-Paul is probably going to retire or something. D-line is really solid though. I like how our D-line's looking. So we just need some safeties for sure. But let's advance to the Pro Bowl. I feel like we got some surprises there because John Kaminsky had 9.5 sacks. So I feel like Matt Ryan's going to retire. We had a lot of breakout players here. Lots and lots of breakout players. Matt Ryan made the Pro Bowl. Russell Gage made it. Calvin Ridley made it. Kyle Pitts made it. Offensive line, none of our guys made it. D-line, Kaminsky did not make it. He got snubbed. Linebackers, none of our guys. Corners, Sidney Jones made it. Wow. So our signing picked up Young Koo made it as well. So we had a couple Pro Bowlers there. Pretty nice. Sidney Jones probably one of our best pickups. And it's Chiefs Buccaneers in the Super Bowl this season. Winner of that, we're gonna see who takes that. Buccaneers end up winning 21-10. None of our guys got anything. Tom Brady won Super Bowl MVP. Lamar Jackson won regular season NFL MVP. And now we're going into the Resign Players. We have $63 million now to resign our guys. I think Calvin Ridley definitely is going to get re-signed. Definitely. He's a top-tier receiver. We're going to give him a nice little bonus. Give him 12.5 a season. We get him back long-term. Got Grady Jarrett, who's a captain. He's wanting $60 million over 3 years. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money, man. That's a lot of money. We got Chris Lindstrom, our starting right guard. We're gonna pick him up. Thanks for the offer. I'm just not interested in signing. Oh, man. Don't do that to us. Come on, man. We got Kendall Sheffield. See if we get him long term. He's going to test free agency. We just made the playoffs, guys. Like, why do you guys not want to re-sign? That doesn't make sense. We get Tyler Croft long term to be our backup. Caleb McGarry, our starting right tackle. We get him back. 75 type overall. John Kaminsky had a good season for us, so we give him a nice little $3.46 million deal. He'll hold it down for us. Keith Smith, a fullback. We're just going to let him be. So we have a franchise tag we could use, and we also have Grady Jarrett, who we have to possibly like re-sign. He's going to want a lot of money, and you know, maybe we'll give it to him because he's pretty solid. So if he doesn't accept that, we'll let him go. So he re-signs with us. And then if we use the franchise tag on Chris Lindstrom, we're going to end up losing Brad. So, because after re-signing Grady Jarrett, we're not going to be able to re-sign Chris Lindstrom or Kendall Sheffield. So we went with Grady Jarrett to re-sign. We're going to let those guys walk in free agency. I know it's crazy, but I have faith that we can sign some positions that could help us out. Tyreek Hill's a free agent. So is Zadarius Smith. So, but our left guard position is the biggest need for us. And we got a kid named Ben Powers here. I will give him a deal. Doesn't seem too crazy. Center, Hennessy. Lindstrom is just going to go to the Buccaneers. You know, he's just going to leave us. You know, we're going to sign a backup in Lucas Patrick just in case. Not too worried about the offensive line play. I feel like these guys can hold it down. Right tackle, we just got McGarry. Left tackle, Jake Matthews is still chilling there, so no point in moving on from him yet. Quarterback, Matt Ryan's a 73 now. Matt Ryan's a 73. He had a great season, but he's regressing like crazy. So I think it's about time we move on from him. Yeah, it might just be time for us to move on from him. So I'm going to release Matt Ryan. We're going to send him into free agency. We're going to be looking for a quarterback on the market, or it's going to be Josh Rosen as the future. Imagine that. But we just released Matt Ryan, and you know, as crazy as it is, we had to make that move because we need to address more positions on the team. And left outside linebacker, they got Zadarius Smith here. I'm willing to give Zadarius Smith a nice contract because he'll provide a change to the defense. So let's see if he signs. We gave him a nice hefty deal. Middle linebackers are good. Right outside linebacker, we could sign Andrew Van Ginkel. Just upgrade the pass rushing unit heavily. And then corners are good. I liked how our guys performed. Free safety is good. Strong safety, we do need someone. Kari Willis wouldn't be too bad of an option to pick up. So let's see if we give him a deal as well. And then kicker, punter is good. Quarterback, we're going to try to see if we can pick up someone during the draft, of course. And our receivers, not really worried about our receivers. So us getting rid of Matt Ryan hopefully gave us some players that we needed. So we got Zadarius Smith, Lucas Patrick, and Van Ginkel. So we upgraded our pass rushing unit heavily. We didn't get the strong safety, though. And we're still waiting for the left guard to see if he signs with us. He rejects us. Wow. He rejected us. I wonder why you would reject us. I mean, where else would you get a nice offering from? I mean, I'll sign Roger Saffold to a one-year deal. You know, he'll hold it down for us. I know that. He's a veteran. I'm pretty sure he'll hold it down. He'll hold it down for us. And Jordan Poyer, he's a veteran as well. I feel like he can hold it down for us too. So we're gonna give him a deal. Jordan Poyer and Roger Saffold, getting some veterans to help out with the team shouldn't be a bad thing. We had missed the next week of free agency. We ended up getting both Saffold and the strong safety. Perfect. So, with that being said, we're going into the draft now. I don't want Josh Rosen as our starter, but you know, I'm open to whatever. I'm open to whatever, to whoever's available. And if we go by scouted quarterbacks, oh my god, the quarterbacks this year are horrible. They got running backs, they got receivers. Offensive line wouldn't be too bad to look at either. Right end, D tackle, left outside linebacker, middle linebacker, right outside. Corners, they do have some corners. Strong safety, they got a kid named Joe Green. He's an early first rounder. I'm going to pick him up. He'll be backing up Jordan Poyer. We get him. And I think we're going to have to probably trade for a quarterback, which I have no problem with doing that. I'm going to send to the end of the draft. We're gonna use our picks of next year to see if we can trade for a quarterback of this year. And then we're going to see how we do with like having Josh Rosen as a starter, you know. And hopefully that could work out in our favor. We did sign Josh Rosen long term, so we'll have to see how that goes, you know. But we got Russell Gage back from injury. So if we look at the recap, so we got a corner, a right outside linebacker, receiver, a tight end, left outside linebacker, and a fullback. So we got a mixture of lots of positions. Nothing too crazy though. And now our biggest need, they say, is the left outside linebacker position. I feel like not left outside linebacker, the quarterback position. That's our biggest need, of course. So we're looking for a quarterback. Quarterback is our biggest need. We just have Josh Rosen. I'm willing to give a first and a third for a quarterback just to help ourselves out. If any teams have like a quarterback they do not want, the Broncos have Jameis Winston and Teddy B. Drew Lock is on the Buccaneers. The Chargers drafted a kid named Sutherland. Maybe we could try for Justin Herbert. I doubt this would go through. Significantly more value. Nah, I'm not even going to try for Justin Herbert. I would try, but we're going to go back to that team for Sutherland. But let's see if there's any other quarterbacks that are available, though. Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts is a 73 as a backup. That's kind of crazy. Packers have Kirk Cousins and Jordan Love. What happened there? I feel like if I trade for Jordan Love, that'll be a pretty solid. You know, we're gonna trade for Jordan Love. I always have faith in his ceiling. Whoa, he was a first round QB. I know that, but all right, a second for Jordan Love. Significantly more value. No, we could just trade for that backup on the Chargers. You know, I think we could just do that because I think that's outrageous that we'd have to give up that much. Ian Book is on the Saints. I forgot about that. Maybe Deshaun Watson. I doubt this would go through. Oh, we don't even have cap for him. So yeah, so we're gonna go with the Chargers. We're gonna go with that kid Sutherland as the backup QB. They need significantly more value, so we're gonna end up giving a second and a third for Sutherland. All right, we're going to give a first and a third for Sutherland. We're going to see how that kid performs. Hopefully, he holds it down for us. We got our QB of the future. I don't know how to feel about him yet, but he wears number 16, so that's a nice little quarterback number, and he has star potential. His name is Todd Sutherland. He's 6'1". He's a field general. Doesn't look too bad. You know, good throwing power. Okay throwing stats. He has good speed, too, so he's basically all around for us. So we're going to see how he performs. This is his team. He's the new commander of this offense. And let's see how they perform with Sutherland as QB1. And let's see if let's go to midseason, see how well we're doing. So, oh my God, we're 1-6. Jesus. We're 1-6. Oh, Sutherland might not have been the move. Oh man, 1-6. That's crazy. Let's see our stats right now before we continue. Todd has 12 touchdowns, 9 picks. All right, we're going to make a midseason adjustment. We only have 1 win, 6 losses. Luckily, we still have a chance. We could go 11-6 finishing out the season. So, we're going to end up starting Josh Rosen. We're going to start Josh Rosen over Todd Sutherland because 1-6 is kind of like bad. Not even kind of, that is bad. So, let's sim to the end of the playoffs. We finished 3-14. Oh my gosh. We finished 3-14. Okay, so quarterback play is not. Oh my God. Talk with the GM about your future as a head coach. Holy crap. That's not good at all. That is not good whatsoever. Okay, so quarterback play was porous. Josh Rosen came in through 16 touchdowns, 12 picks, barely better than Todd Sutherland. Rushing attack was whatever. Receivers took a hit because we didn't have a good quarterback throwing the ball. Zadarius Smith had 13 sacks. Defense was pretty solid, I could tell. 13 sacks for Zadarius, 9.5 for Grady Jarrett, 8 for Andrew Van Ginkel, so not too bad. Good amount of sacks for defense, but the quarterback play was horrible. That probably made them want to leave, yo. No cap. Probably really made them want to leave. So what I'm gonna do here, I'm gonna trade away our quarterback because that was a poor showing. Maybe we got some free agent quarterbacks that could definitely help us out. But that I'm not happy with how that came out. The Super Bowl this year is Niners Raiders. I don't expect any of our guys made the Pro Bowl at all. Hayden Hurst even made it. Defense, Zadarius Smith made it. That's pretty nice. Corners, none of our guys. So just Zadarius Smith made it because he had 13 sacks. And Niners Raiders Super Bowl. So the Super Bowl is in Cali, and we're gonna see who takes that. Can't trade anyone still. Raiders ended up winning Super Bowl 31-28. Blake Cashman won Super Bowl MVP while Zeke won MVP. So that's a weird year. We go to Resign Players. I want to trade our guys, but I can't. If that quarterback is ready to negotiate, I'm just gonna have to let him go. Deion Jones, our middle linebacker, we need him long term for sure. Give him $8 million a season and then a $7 million bonus. I think that gets him back. AJ Terrell, our corner, is pretty solid. I'm gonna have to definitely re-sign him. We get him back. We got Younghoe Koo. Pretty solid kicker. I mean, he makes the Pro Bowl almost every season, so we get him back. We got Jake Matthews on a 1-year deal. I don't think that'd be too bad. Jake Matthews, 1-year deal. Give him 11.8. We get him back. Caden Smith is just a backup tight end. Isaiah Oliver, just a depth corner. We get him back. We got Matt Hennessy, our starting center. He was progressed really nicely, so I want to re-sign him, which we do. We got John Kaminsky. You know, he's just there as he'll be there as a backup. And we got Lucas Patrick here too. Give him a deal. He signs Marlon Davidson. The rest of these guys here, we're gonna let them rock. Even Felipe Franks. And so after making those moves, if we could trade, we can't trade yet, but now we're gonna head into free agency. We have a good amount of cap available. I want to see if we'll take a hit if we try to trade away that quarterback. I don't believe so though. I'm pretty sure we're doing just fine when it comes to the cap situation. So let's see here. So Sutherland, we won't take a hit for trying to trade him, so I'm okay with that. Caleb McGarry's just whatever at that position as well. So we won't take a hit for trading Sutherland. He had 12 TDs, 9 picks. That's not a good showing, though. That is not a good showing whatsoever. So I'm going to trade him away, see if we get like a first-round pick out of him. Because that is, I don't know. I'm just not a fan of how that looks, you know. So Sutherland to team. Broncos are interested. They have the 4th pick in the draft. We want the 4th pick. They say we don't feel like he brings enough value, so we're gonna give you guys Sutherland or a 3rd of next year for the 4th. Wow. Okay, so they're like no, a 2nd of next year in Sutherland for your 1st. Okay, a 2nd of this year in Sutherland for your 1st. Whoa, they're like nah, we're good. Like we're good on that. Okay, I guess. The Chargers have 2 picks in the 1st round. They want a right tackle. I mean, I'll give them a right tackle. I'll give them Caleb McGarry. Caleb McGarry for their 1st round pick. Okay, they're just not that interested. But I know they'll take the backup. Let's see if there's any free agent quarterbacks first off. See if there's any free agent quarterbacks, because then maybe we can make our move off that. We have $28 million available. Quarterbacks. They just have Jalen Hurts. Maybe we just give another season with Sutherland, but I don't know. I wasn't really a fan of how he performed that first one, so that might be an issue for me. But left guard, we got Ben Barch here. Let's see if we could sign him. Give him about $4 million. See if we get him onto the team. Center's good. Right side of our offensive line is good. I'm not worried about that. Cam Jordan is a free agent. I'll give him a deal. Why not? Give him a deal. Hopefully help out with the pass rushing of our defense. Linebackers are pretty good. Yeah, I like our linebackers, so I'm not even worried about that. Safety. We could just sign DeMonte Casey to back up our free safety. And then strong safety is good. We got that kid Green. Punter, we're going to just sign Johnny Hecker to the deal. And I want to see if there's like any if there's like a lot of high value quarterbacks, then I'll trade Sutherland. If not, we're going to stick around another season with him. But let's see if we advance to next week. So we get a left guard, a punter, and a backup safety. Pretty good. Advance to next week. We get Cameron Jordan. So we just shored up our defense crazy by picking up a veteran. And then nothing there. So Wayne Scarborough is the quarterback that they have. I want to see if we could get him because I will trade the house to try to get him. So let's pause the draft. Let's view the draft board. See who the quarterbacks available. So Wayne Scarborough. They just have two quarterbacks. They have three. They have Michael Osborne, who's a late first rounder, Walt Hampton, who's a late first rounder, and Wayne Scarborough, who's a late first rounder. So the chances of one of those guys being there to our pick is very little, but hopefully one of them is. That'd be amazing. We have the pick. Let's see if he's there. If he is, that'd be amazing. If not, then it's okay. Well, they do. They have a kid named Walt Hampton. He's still sitting here. 73 overall, quarterback. Now we have a QB competition underway. So now let's send to the end of the draft. Now we look at the draft recap. You got the quarterback, a middle linebacker, a running back, a left end, and a D tackle. Not too bad. I want to see what it's looking like for a development situation. And so Hampton's a 73, Sutherland's a 75. I think I'm just going to trade Sutherland. We're just going to trade him right away for like a second. I don't care at this point. I just feel like Sutherland had his one chance. He threw 12 TDs, 9 picks, and will let us to a 1-6 record. So I think that's the best bet for us. Maybe even trade for a left tackle if it's even possible for better protection. Oh, they got two left tackles. They got Gerard Williams and Tevin Jenkins. Let's see if we can get Gerard Williams. Wow. So we just got a premier left tackle. Cool. So with that being said, and we have Jake Matthews here taking a lot of money from us. We can move Jake Matthews to right tackle too to help us with the pass protection. Perfect. I'm going to do that. That's a perfect idea for us to do. So now that we have Jake Matthews here playing at left, we're going to move him to right tackle. He's going to help us out at that side as we did trade for Gerard Williams because they had Tevin Jenkins. So it's like, why not? Move Jake Matthews to right tackle. Now we got Gerard Williams at left. Ben Bart's at left guard. Offensive line is fine. And okay, it's looking pretty solid, I'd say. Looking really solid. It's going to help us out here. And we got that rookie taking over. So we're going to see how it performs. I feel like we'll be pretty solid. So let's advance to the midseason and see how well we're doing. So we're 4-3 right now with that rookie taking over at quarterback for us. So that's pretty solid compared to how we were 1-6 last time we simulated. And we just beat the Panthers 35-23. We're third in our division right now, but that's not too bad. Mahomes already has 25 TDs in 7 games. That's just ridiculous, man. Like, bro, what? Let's look at our stats right now of how we're looking. Our offense is 14th. Walt Hampton has 13 touchdowns, 7 picks. Not too bad for a rookie. Running back situation is just okay. Nothing too crazy. I feel like he might be able to sneak us into the playoffs, but we got a good amount of sacks with Cam Jordan and Za'Darius, so I'm glad we picked up those guys. But let's see if they could get the job done and sneak us into the playoffs. So we ended up making the playoffs, going 11-6 with the rookie quarterback taking over. We didn't win our division though, but we went 11-6 with the rookie quarterback with Walt Hampton, and that seems pretty good so far. I mean, that sounds pretty nice. We're 11-6. And none of our guys made it statistically. Yeah, none of our guys made it statistically was top 3. Our offense was 17th, and our defense was 23rd, but I guess play calling led us. So 32 touchdowns, 11 picks for Walt Hampton in his rookie season with a 96 passer rating, 62 completion percentage. Pretty solid. Good amount of rushing TDs for our running backs. They had 19 total together and over 1,200 yards. Russell Gage had 1,200 yards receiving the ball. And not too bad for Pitts and Calvin Ridley. Defense. So Darius Smith had 13 sack season again. Pretty nice. Cam Jordan had 11.5, while Grady Jarrett had 4.5. So not too bad for our guys. And a good amount of interceptions for our defense. So Cam Jordan and Za'Darius Smith was definitely helping us out with their veteran leadership. So let's see if we can reward them with winning a Super Bowl. So we're facing the 9-8 Detroit Lions. We're away. We ended up taking a W 37-18. So we blasted them. Now we're facing the Buccaneers. A revenge from 2 years ago when they beat us when we were at their place. Now we're here to see if we can take our revenge. And we got Drew Dalman back from injury. So we're facing the Buccaneers. Let's see if we can take our victory against them. We're facing Drew Lock and them. We ended up winning 35-28. Pretty nice. Pretty nice. We're in the conference championship now, and we're home. And the Panthers are coming to us. And Panthers are in our division too, I think. Yeah, they are. They won 11-6. They're in our division too. And so now it's a home game. We get Calvin Ridley back from injury too. So let's see if the rookie can do his thing and propel us to the Super Bowl. We actually ended up beating the Panthers, and now we're in the Super Bowl. We actually are in the Super Bowl with this rookie quarterback. All right. Whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. We're in the Super Bowl now. We have Zadarius Smith back from injury. So everyone's back from injury. We get to upgrade our players. We're facing Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs. Dude, Walt Hampton is going crazy as a rookie. As a rookie. As a rookie. We have a rookie quarterback that brought us to the Super Bowl. If he can win us the Super Bowl, then he's already better than Matt Ryan just from one season. Just from one season alone. Oh, we took an L, 45-27. Mahomes won Super Bowl MVP. Walt Hampton won Offensive Rookie of the Year, though. Damn, he brought us all the way to the Super Bowl as a rookie quarterback. The pressure was too much for him. Maybe the pressure was too much, but from going 3-14, to 11-6 and going all the way to the Super Bowl, that's insane. That's a good rebuild, if you ask me. I gotta see how these games went, because we went all the way from. So first game, his first rookie game. His first game, he had 3 touchdowns and only got sacked twice. Jared Goff threw 2 picks and got sacked once. Rushing attack was non-existent, but the defense is where things happen. So Andrew Van Ginkel had a sack, not too bad. And Foyesade Alakun and Jose Green both had picks. Against the Buccaneers, a tough game. We won 35-28. Drew Lock threw 4 TDs. He got picked off twice and got sacked 5 times, while Walt Hampton threw only a TD and got sacked twice. Defense is where we were killing him, though. Andrew Van Ginkel, sorry, yeah, our guys definitely got our revenge defensively, getting sacks and picks and stuff. And Jose Green was taken off. In the conference championship against the Panthers, we won 23-17. Sam Darnold threw a TD. Walt Hampton had a bad game. He threw a TD and a pick. He only got sacked once, but we still did our thing. We still ended up winning. So Grady Jarrett and Andrew Van Ginkel both had a pick. But we ended up still winning that game. But against the Chiefs, crazy game. Oh, damn. Mahomes threw 6 TDs, 1 pick, and we got sacked once. While Walt Hampton threw 2 TDs, 1 pick, and got sacked twice. Still a good game for him, though, but we could not stop their receiving at all. They were probably just killing us all over the board. So, and then defense, we didn't get, so Isaiah Oliver and Zadarius Smith both combined for a sack, but that was just about it. They both got picks, but still wasn't enough. They still blasted us 45-27. But for a rookie quarterback, honestly, that's just a way better like season than Matt Ryan's ever had, in my opinion. Just from being a rookie quarterback, his first year, learning the whole team, I just think that's insane. That's got to be insane. I want to see his final overall as we went off the video here. He comes out to 83, started with 73, goes out to an 83. That kid, Gerard Williams, he became... Jake Matthews looks like he got injured, so he just moved to right side. Kyle Pitts became a 97. Damn, that's crazy. Russell Gage became an 82. Defense, we had Cam Jordan, who retired after this season. I wanted to get him a Super Bowl so bad, but we couldn't. Zadarius Smith helped us out a lot. AJ Terrell became an 89. Pretty nice. So our defense became pretty solid. So that's really... I really like how that came out, but... We're going to end off the video there, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed watching the video. Hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, comment down below what other teams want to see me rebuild. It was great drafting Walt Hampton, who led us all the way to the Super Bowl after going 3-14, and that's very phenomenal. But I'll catch you guys in the next video, and remember, you got to be a fiend to succeed. Peace.